Everybody you drawing? Is everybody in? Wants to be in? Good. Nobody else can go in. You're in, aren't you? You need to in. Trying to cheat. We'll let you pick. Draw a card. Draw mine. Who we got? Got somebody. Rolling.
What was that? Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're just talking about talent. It takes more than talent. Okay.
Anybody else think you?
Talent plus teamwork. All right. Okay. Teamwork multiplies your talent. It creates synergy. Okay, the concept of synergy is that all parts combined and working together are more valuable and more powerful than all parts separated. Your vehicle is a perfect example. I mean, you could take your tires off and you could sell them. I mean, if they're worth something, you can sell them. But if you disable your vehicle, you could take your battery out and sell it. You know, it's worth something. And you can literally strip that car down piece by piece and sell it all one piece at a time. But you don't have a vehicle in your vehicle. But you put all those parts together and they're functioning together. And all of a sudden you have a vehicle to go places and do things. So that's teamwork creates synergy. One is too small a number to achieve greatness. Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork both divides the effort and multiplies the effect. Teams involve more people and multiply the resources. Teams maximize potential and minimize weaknesses. You know, we all got strengths and we all have weaknesses. Teams share credit for victories and blame for losses. Teams can simply do more than an individual can do by themselves. Talent may win games, but teamwork wins championships. Michael Jordan was probably the greatest basketball player in history. He led the league in scoring several times. Set all kinds of scoring records. Sometimes scored 60, 70 points a game. And they won some games, but they didn't win any championships until the Chicago Bulls decided to build a team around him. And even Jordan won this very badly. Michael Jordan won the championship so bad he took a pay cut so that the Bulls could hire other essential players. Of course, he didn't need the money anyway. He was making a lot of money on sponsorships on the side. So, but he wanted to win championships more than he wanted the personal recognition. And so, together, they won 6 NBA titles with this approach. So, great teams create community. I thought about KW culture. You're doing more than just having a company here and a place to work from, but they're trying to create a culture. I love this statement. My husband and I have a very happy marriage. Big woman, right? There's nothing I wouldn't do for him, and nothing he wouldn't do for me. And that's how we go through life. Do nothing for each other. That obviously is not successful teamwork. Bill Hybels said the market community is not the absence of conflict, but it is the presence of a reconciling spirit. Community is built by sharing common goals and values and helping everybody achieve their greatest potential. How about this for a goal or a slogan? careers worth having, businesses worth owning, and lives worth living. Judy asked if we could just say a word of prayer today for our troops. I don't know if you know, we did bomb Syria last night for the first time. And just pray. Let's pray for our nation and just ask God to give our leaders wisdom and protect any of our troops that are involved in any new conflicts. Lord, we thank you for the privilege just to be able to acknowledge you. I thank you for the great community that's here in this room. Lord, now we pray for our nation. God, we pray for our president. We pray for our leaders. We pray for all our military men, both leaders and the troops. God, that you just keep your hand upon us. Help us to defeat East and use our wisdom.
Thank you. I'm going to go ahead with people that are going to speak today. I'm going to start with batteries plus this year. I'm going to talk with you. Gus is going to come in and have a little that he's got, and then we've also got visual board here. So we're gonna we've got a few things going on today, but we'll turn it over.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm here for Batteries Plus Bulbs. I've been managing the store for almost 5 years. I don't know how long ago it's been for all, several years ago. He's got a flashlight, as I do as well. He says, "What do you mind?" What she calls a problem, I call it a hobby. I don't know. They do something for me. So we have to work typically that facts about things. There's either watches or flashlights, and the people there with 5 or 6 watches apologizing for having some 25 watch batteries. It is people. Watches out there, so it's that is correct. And see, I couldn't be any other. I'm the one, you know, and that's all I have. But not all the things we've. I got a question for you. I've got a couple things that just a couple of batteries. Last, I guess, is radio control car. I'm using, I put Duracells in, I put these in, Duracells these, and I asked him which one lasted longer. He said the silver ones did, Daddy. And I was kind of shocked. I believe Duracell, in my opinion, is the best battery on the planet overall in an output. But I actually noticed this outlasted. I got a little electric toothbrush that's battery operated, and I use these in them, and actually outlasted the Duracell and that as well. So, you know, we have a battery. This box of batteries is only $6.96. I'm going to get one of each of these, so I'm going to ask you questions. So it's not like I'm giving the world away or anything like that. But, you know, but it's 24 batteries for $6.96. It's cheap as dirt, but they are fantastic quality batteries. And most people, this is the best kept secret in the world. We've got a state contract on these. So all the school systems are supposed to be buying them from us, all the state, government agencies, and we've had very good success. We had one issue of corrosion that happened years ago, and they cleared it up, took care of all the products and everything. I mean, they took care of business. So that's the way we like to do things. Real quick question: does anybody know the 2 elements? Electrical elements, I guess, that are involved in starting your car. What are the 2 electrical terms for the electricity, the parts that your car cares about? You know back there? What's that?
The mechanical parts? Or
no,
how it's metered?
Like what it uses to start your car. power? What are the 2 parts of electricity?
The towers,
Well, I'm talking about the electricity itself, the terms.
Amps and volts.
That's it. It's amps and volts, which are watts. That's correct. You want double A's or triple A's?
Double A's.
Next question is a bold question. We have a lot of different light bulbs. This bulb here uses 12 watts. It's 800 lumens, and a lot of you may or may not know this. How many watts would that be equivalent to on a light bulb to use in a home?
6.
Now, who got that first? I didn't get I said it first. Who's that? You got it? Okay. All right. So a lot of people don't realize this, but Batteries Plus Bulbs has the best price in town on every kind of battery and every kind of bulb. And I'm not just saying that. That's an actual reality. When you come into our store, I've done tests and I looked at everybody's prices because I'm obsessive. And my boss is constantly saying to me, he's saying, why do you
Your friend's
why do you care so much about the pricing? He's like, we've got the best service around. I said, yes, I know, but I don't want to give anybody a reason to shop anywhere else, ever. I don't ever want that to happen. And we want to take every reason in the world away for you to buy your batteries and bulbs somewhere else. As a matter of fact, the first time that I found out about these Nuon batteries, I was so mad at my boss. I got angry. I said, Vern, I could have saved over $100 last year. I have a little son that uses everything. He uses batteries. I would start calculating all the money I spent the previous year, and I'm a real numbers guy, and I started to realize how much money I was saving, and it blew me away. So that is a lot of money we spent. I saved about $35 a month by switching to LEDs and CFLs. CFLs are compact fluorescent lights, but the LEDs now, we were selling this bulb last week. Guess how much we're selling? It's a 60-watt equivalent Duracell bulb. It's a 5-year warranty with a 22.5-year expected life. Guess how much we were selling this bulb for last week?
$3.99.
More than $20.
No, that $3.99.
That would be really
This bulb was going for $17.99 this few weeks, so we had $4.97 last week. We sold every single one of them. We sold 200 of them just like that. Very easy to sell when you get this pricing on things. This week we have these for $4.97. It's a 12-watt bulb. It is a Zonaro bulb, very good quality bulb. I've got them in my home. I know they're good. They last. And again, it's just a different type of bulb, but now it's $4.97 until we sell out as well. We keep getting these bulbs in week after week. We got down lights on sale, things like that. But the reason why I came here today is to share with you something that I didn't know when I first got in this business, and that's that you can save money on every kind of battery and every kind of bulb. We have the best selection of flashlights anywhere in town. We have the best selections of, we've got the best selection of marine batteries anywhere on the East Coast, maybe in the state of North Carolina, and maybe on the whole East Coast. I don't know. We have an incredible selection, the best golf cart battery selection anywhere around. We intentionally do that. We have every single Trojan on the market in our store. And the reason why we have that, we just got shipment this morning, is to make sure that we try to carry the best of every battery and then the second best of every battery. And each thing, sometimes we have many more than that in a level. Your car batteries. I have proof right here. I printed AutoZone. I just picked out the 2 most common batteries, okay? I printed AutoZone and Advanced Auto because that's what most people seem to go with. We got their better prices than CarQuest typically. They're better prices than a lot of the other guys, but I printed their price out, printed our prices out. We're less on every car battery, period, and here's the great news. If you look at their batteries, they look the same. Everybody else's batteries all look the same. If you take the label off, they're all the same battery, okay? That's the secret most people don't know. They think, oh, it's an AutoZone or it's a car, or it's got this label. Labels mean nothing in car batteries. That's the education for the day. It means absolutely nothing. It's who makes it. Ours are made by the best company around. It's called East Penn Manufacturing, or DECA. Some of you have heard of those names. That is the highest quality wet cell car battery on the market. We now also have AGM batteries. We also carry the highest quality battery in it. It's not an Optima. It's not an Odyssey. If somebody tells you that, you tell them to bring their battery to you, and I'll put money on the table with them, and we'll see who's the better. I'll put it right there, right there. I'm absolutely positive we got the best battery in AGM and the best battery in this. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, I'll put my money where my mouth is because I believe it with all my heart. So if you all want to save money and get better products, you can do that at Batteries Plus. We got, just for the flashlight aficionados, I don't know if you ever seen that. You women may like to carry around like these. This is like a replacement for the mag light. It's extremely bright flashlight, but it's a flashlight and a baseball bat of sorts. So you don't have to worry about somebody attacking you with that. We've always got neat little things. This flashlight is a very high, looks like 440 lumen flashlight. We just got in. It also has a little neat feature on it that you can. And it's got a magnet on it. It has something magnetic you put it on, you can see that it sticks to anything, like working on a car or whatever. What's it? Merle, this is brand new. We got it yesterday.
Oh, Merle is better today.
You check with me after lunch.
So they give it the right price. I don't know if Merle has this one or not. This is a 1100 lumen light. You cannot even look at my hand. It's so bright. It blinds out anything anywhere. It even lights up a light.
Does it come in different colors?
This one does not. No, this one doesn't.
You want me to? No, I want to see if it came up.
Well, we're getting ready to get some Larry, like these little small lights that do something like something like this. It's just a small light, like an area light, and get those camera. We've got some camera flashlights in the red.
How much was the magnetic one?
This one was $29.99. It's absolutely great price on a flashlight. This quality, this size, I've never had them. Anytime we've ever had a break with this company, they replace it. You know, so it's not warranted for life, but they take care of the customers.
What's that battery?
The batteries that come. I have not opened this up before, so this is my first. There they are. They're looks like AAA's. No, AAA's. So it looks like just standard AAA's. A lot of times you'll find on manufacturers trying to, as much as possible, use AAA's in their flashlights because they're a cheaper battery to buy. They don't use those expensive 123s. We have the best price in town 123s. We're probably a third of what a lot of guys out there cost. If you're buying 123s, door alarms and things like that, they use just little lithium batteries. We've got them all. We've got better pricing than anywhere.
Do you have anything that a battery for cell phones, like the external battery that you can?
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, I use one myself, and we not only do we have extended batteries. This is a Galaxy S3. This is a case that we started selling. We're the only ones that have a case with extended battery on it. You see how this is a little bit thicker than a standard S3 phone. What I've done is it comes with this back. It comes in, but the battery is actually twice as thick. It makes it run twice as long, which means I can go all day long. My ports started getting a little wiggly in there. And by the way, we are now replacing screens on these and every iPhone.
Oh, that's good to know.
Cracked screens on iPhones, iPads. And if you come, we've got a coupon up there that I forgot to bring on the way out. I got rushed around before I left. It is $20 off an iPad or $15 off an iPhone. And if we run out of those, you're certainly eligible. Just ask me, and I'll be glad to do that for you at any time. But we have very competitive pricing, and we don't just replace the screen, the glass itself. I have yet to find, has anybody got one of these things repaired, the glass, the screen itself? Every time I asked the last realtor, I said, well, how did that work out for you? And said, well, it was only around $100. I said, how did it work out for you? She said, well, it never worked right again. It's, it's like, bingo. We don't do that, okay? We replace both pieces. They'll tell people, oh, we'll just do this piece, but either it doesn't work right or they'll break it and then charge it for both. We don't do that. We don't play games. We got a 6-month nationwide warranty. So that's the newest thing that we do. So tell your friends and family that we're doing that now. We're doing a very good job. I think we've only broken one phone since we've done it. And guess what? We replaced it. So, that's a good thing. So, we stand behind our stuff. The lady at Sweet Frog was telling me that they did not replace her phone when they broke hers at the other place. So, and she's not happy. Anybody have any questions in particular for me? Is anybody curious about something?
How about Android phones? Do you have that as a side batteries?
Yes, we do, not for all of them. It's only the popular sizes on both the Android and the popular phones as far as screen repair. To ask us, we keep adding every day. So let us know. Let me tell you this before I leave. Never, ever, ever buy. I don't care if you buy it from me or not, just don't ever buy a lithium-ion battery which goes to your cell phone, your computer, your cameras, all these little special square batteries. Don't ever buy them over the internet. Okay, let me explain why. They are dangerous. They can start a fire very easily. And typically, they're all counterfeits. Even the ones say Samsung. All these Samsungs I've got on my phone that people have replaced are counterfeits. They're not the real. And if it burns your house down, you don't have anywhere to go yet. So we've had several fires here in Greenville from lithium batteries. People just don't realize it. I had a guy that had his pocket burning coming into the store before, just panicking. Yeah, I was telling about these lithium batteries. I said, I got one in my pocket now. He was pulling it out and breath out. He's got his pants off. But it was scared him to death, but it was actually starting to catch on fire. And that's what happens with lithium batteries. They're very dangerous. So buy a reputable one. Don't go, either go back straight to the manufacturer or the cell phone company, buy your own battery, or buy batteries. Plus, otherwise, you're just taking a huge risk. Even if it looks reputable, it's probably not. So, if you find a cheaper price, there's probably something wrong. That's all I can say. But we got everything. Anybody else? Any questions?
Do you have any? You have lawnmower batteries?
Yes, ma'am.
You own the trade.
Right. When you say trades, what we do is we have charge you for if you don't have your old battery with you. Okay, so you bring your old one in, we'll recycle it, and then give you the other one. Your old batteries have value, and that's why they have to charge you for if you don't have them.
Do the prices do other places?
Our price on lawnmower batteries are very competitive. Usually they will beat the other companies, but there's a game that they play, and you never know whose price is going to beat who at any time in lawnmower batteries. We can always beat their prices, okay? Sometimes they'll put something, they'll put a sale on it, but remember, you're getting better quality battery with us than you're getting elsewhere as well.
To last.
Yes, ma'am. We use the East Penn. We don't use Exide. Exide is the lowest brand of battery that everybody else uses. I don't care what is on a stock car. I've had enough experience with Exide. I don't want one in my car. We had a guy in our store that blew up his car. I just don't want an Exide battery in my car. The next level is a Johnson Controls made by Interstate, and then the Decker Eastman has a very best battery, a wet cell battery that we sell, and that's considered wet cell for lawnmowers and most of our batteries. Okay. So yes, ma'am, we have those, and we have good, really great pricing on it. Sometimes we're the lowest in price, sometimes not, depending on what people are doing with the sales. You can't keep up with that kind of stuff, but I can guarantee you that's quality. It will match your price.
Does everybody know where you are?
We're on the corner of Charles and Greenville. Does everybody know McAllister's restaurant over there?
Yes.
Around the corner? Thank you, Merle. I didn't even think that.
What was I asking you? Would you take back batteries for recycling?
Oh, absolutely. And the only we have to charge now for alkaline, like the ones I gave away here, because they charge us. Okay. Now the government says you can throw them away and not hurt the environment. That's your call if you want to do that. But we do charge to recycle those. We also charge for lithium primaries, like the 1, 2, 3s. We have to charge for those batteries because they charge us quite a bit to recycle those. They don't want them really. Everything else is pretty much free. So, it's lithium-ion batteries, any of your computer batteries, always come in and ask us, and we'll tell you. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all very much.
All right. Gus is gonna hop up here and just thank you, Peter, if you want today.
Okay. Everybody knows I'm Gus Robertson, Bill Bates is my business partner. We have an office in this building. So what I am doing, I will come pretty much every week now and try to tell you what's going on. Everybody has to have homeowners insurance in order to close. I know it's like one of those little things that it's not really a big deal until you get to closing. What I'm trying to do is get with you guys before that time. All I need is the email sheet. That's all I need. I'll make it short and sweet for you. I can have you a quote in 3 minutes. It takes me no time to do it.
And you try to send.
What's that?
As many drive
Yeah,
safe.
all you gotta do is put it in our box and understand that you're leaving it up to the client to pretty much handle their own homeowner's insurance. But if you kind of do it and just give me the MLS sheet, I will contact the client. I only call them one time. I'm not super aggressive whenever it comes to it, but I will tell them the differences between most homeowner insurance companies and the deductibles. Most people don't even know that they have, on a $300,000 house on the wind and hail, they can have a $12,000 deductible. And so they're getting quotes from people who are not explaining their deductibles, especially since the storms, hurricanes, and that kind of stuff. But as a promotion, what we're doing, and I know I've told you this before, a lot of the companies have to use, this is legal, by the way, I can do this. We give gift cards, like $25 gift cards, so for everybody that gives us, I'm not going to say give you 4 or whatever, every single one that you give us, and we actually bind the coverage and write the business, you will get a $25 gift card. And I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but I look at it like this. As many agents that are in this office, and maybe this is wrong for me to say, if there is one person that is closing one house per month, and all of you guys are closing one house per month, and I can't get one MLS sheet, then that's my fault because I'm not up here, telling you guys what we do. And that's how it's kind of been. So I'm going to take the blame for this. I know I've done business with Jesse, Royland, with 2 or 3 other people here, but all I ask again is just the MLS sheet. And I can have a quote to you, I can email it to you, I can just give it to you, I can contact the client and totally keep you out of it. But I'll never do anything to jeopardize the loan itself. And I'll go back to what I should have said. A lot of times the difference between insurance companies make the difference in a person being able to buy a house. I mean, it doesn't happen a lot, but if my quote's 1,000, but their quote is 2,000, then that's a big difference in the amount of house that someone can buy and qualify loan-wise.
I just wanted to say, last week I had that situation come up where I had a customer that was really struggling to qualify, and the insurance quote that she got I thought was too high, so I asked us to quote it, and his was so much better, and that actually helped me put the deal together.
Yeah, so there you go. So yeah. But I was going to put out an MLS sheet, something on the printer upstairs, and just do a simple quote. I couldn't print anything off.
Can we email that MLS sheet?
You give me the MLS sheet by airmail pigeon, wherever you can put it in my box, and I'll do it for you. I mean, I did 2 for Jesse yesterday in 2 minutes. It literally takes you no time to do a quote.
What's your email?
It's Gus at GoCatCo.com.
Go Cat Code.
GoCatCo. That's it.
Good.
CADCO.com. So the large majority.
I'm just gonna ask you real quick, I'm sure you can do this. Like, if we go,
I can do anything.
I know this hasn't come up recently, but I know it has come up in the past 9 years I've done real estate, where if there's a house listed, you got a buyer that wants to buy it, if there's been so many claims on that house previously, it's hard to get insurance on that particular house. Now, is that still true?
Well, you do have to list the claims, but
Okay.
most of the time the claims follow the people.
Okay.
Then follow the house.
Okay.
But what they'll do is nowadays, like it used to be. Let's say I'll say the top 3 companies: State Farm, Farm Bureau, Nationwide, Allstate. They used to have their own adjusters in the house that would go out and they would do an inspection whenever a policy was wrote,
Right.
or at the first sign of a claim. And if they can prove that it was fraud, meaning that you wrote a policy on a house that had existing damage, then they're not going to pay it. It's easy as that. But now what they do is they do drive-by inspections upon the writing the policy from day one. So within 2 weeks, they're going to drive by, they're going to walk around the house, and they're going to see if it's got existing damage. And but no, with a lot of people these days, a lot of companies, a lot of companies these days, you can have 2 $10,000 claims in a 3-year period. If it was a hurricane claim, they don't penalize you at all. So it used to not be that way.
Right.
But now you have 2 $10,000 claims outside of the named school, and then if it's a named school, you can't penalize somebody east of 95 for having a hurricane claim.
Other question I have real quick, is it a lender that requires flood insurance on certain properties or the homeowner's insurance?
The lender is the one who, and I was talking to Linda about that earlier. She's got a closing that's in place. She would never even think had to have flood
Because not a
insurance.
lot's changed in the last.
Well, what they're doing is that if you could have a big canal behind your house and you could have a flood on your property, and the lender, they don't ever go out there and inspect the property. I mean, and so, you know, you could have, if this is a house and this is the road, the very back corner of your house could be in the flood zone, and you're required to carry flood insurance. And so, but again, flood insurance is very easy for me to quote too. I mean, it's a simultaneous thing where I can say, yeah, he let flood, and I can quote the flood
If
too.
we need to tell you that when we email it, you both homeowners and flood.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Most of the time, what you're looking for, if you're selling a house that had existing flood insurance, you're looking for that flood cert from the previous owner.
How about if they didn't because the house was paid for, but the new potential buyers are going to be required to
Then,
get it?
then I'll tell you the same thing I told her. Either the homeowner wants a copy of the flood cert, so either the homeowner or you or me will have to call the planning, the flood department in the county that the house is in to get a flood cert. If there is no flood cert and they're now required, like she just all of a sudden, this client is required to carry, but in previous years they haven't. The client will have to pay to get a flood cert done. You know, or the new client will have to pay to get a flood cert done in order for the loan to go through, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Certification.
yeah. And that's just a flood cert that can go from, whoever owns the house can go from person to person to person. And once it's done, it's with the county.
And it's expensive to get one, because it's like $400 or $500,
I thought
to
that it
get
was
one.
cheaper, but you probably know that.
Yeah, so if it, you know, when you list a property, if the seller does have one, it really does help the buyer to get a copy of that. You know, just to be able to get a quote on the insurance as well, because it's difficult, you know, to get a quote until we have that.
We don't really have this problem here, but if you go a little bit east, and even in Pitt County, you know, a lot of times what I'll have to do is do the structure of the house, exclude the wind and hail, and then more than likely we're required to have flood. So then I have to do a separate wind and hail policy. So you'll have 3 policies on one location, and that can get pretty expensive in regards to the cost of insurance, especially if they have to have flood. But that's becoming more prevalent in this area. You know, 3 or 4 years ago, I'm sure you guys probably had problems even getting loans done because of the insurance companies just went out of business. I mean, they just did not cover, they did go out of business, but they did not cover properties east of 95 because of the probability of
Especially waterfront
Hill
properties.
plants.
Yeah, especially waterfront.
Well, we just found out, I know we talked to you about it, we found out that we have to do separate policies like we're saying for sewage.
Yeah.
For backup for sewage.
Most policies don't cover some overflow. So if the city has, they're cleaning out, you're on city sewer, and they're cleaning out their drains, and you have an overflow out of your motor, there is no cover for that. That's come on now. Come on now.
Well, this is good. Yeah.
But, so if there's any questions that you guys ever have for me, you can email me. Again, if you put the MLS sheet in my box, I'm here. So I'll say it like this: really no excuse not to get this in front of me. Now we'll have you report that day. That was a little harsh, but that's the lesson.
Is your quotes in writing so that we can just put it in the packet with our fire stuff?
Yeah, if you want me to
Is
do
it
that,
writing?
like Jesse, whenever he's got his townhouse and stuff, I'm going to do 3 different quotes for him. It doesn't matter the person, the situation, or anything, because now a lot of times credit has nothing to do with our insurance anymore. I'm going to do three different quotes based on the property: 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, super 2, and all the quotes will be for whoever looks at the house.
Be more likely to give it if you had something to happen with it.
That's right. You will have a quote,
Okay.
and it will exist everything. So the MLS sheet helps me a lot. So instead of just speaking to someone, because somebody, you know, a lot of times you have two-story houses, but a lot of times the client thinks it's a 2-story house, but it's not really a 2-story house. It's a 1-story with a bonus. And so that changes the price a lot. So, okay, any questions? Okay, thank you guys, I appreciate it.
All right. Y'all ready for another one? Yeah. All right, and I think, who uses visual tour? Royland? Royland uses visual tour. But we're going to go through this, and this is Raymond Road, and we have him here, and he's going to walk you through. He's going to unhook and rehook, right? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. And he's going to walk you through some of the visual tour information. If you have extra questions on it afterwards, you can probably get a little bit of information from Royland. She can tell you how she uses it and if she, you know, what she likes about it. So, over to you.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Ray Monroe. I'm the regional director for Visual Tour. I'm going to be sharing with you a proven internet marketing system, really designed around you, around realtors, with our intent and goal for you to drive more business leads and traffic for yourselves. Doing so in an economically feasible fashion. We are still fans of economic feasibility. We are the bully on the block when it comes to the delivery and dissemination of tours in North America. We've been around for over 20 years. So the longest standing tour company. Let me grab this chair somewhere. I keep forgetting it's bigger than it used to be. It's $29.95 a month. That's for an individual agent with us to create unlimited tours. So we do not charge piecemeal. We don't charge per tour. Also, there's neither an upgraded nor downgraded version of this. So everything I show you today is inclusive of that monthly subscription rating. It's $29.95 monthly. You've got two different viewers. You're likely most familiar with this one where you've got the banner at the top and the headshot on the right. That's called our classic viewer, but you can also use what we call our cinema view, which is a full screen version. There is no difference between the cinema view and the classic view. Content-wise, they're precisely the same. So regardless, again, you got $29.95 monthly for unlimited tours. Now, regardless of which viewer you decide on using, you have all the same features and functions as well.
Do we get both branded and unbranded? Because we have to have unbranded as well.
Yes, ma'am. This is not what you're looking at. It's not an unbranded viewer. It's just a full screen. This is still fully branded. I'll express the unbranded version in a few minutes. But you got unlimited scenes per tour. So again, you got unlimited tours at a flat rate monthly at $29.95 monthly. And then within each tour, unlimited scenes. And these can be mixed between your regular one-shot still images. So the same pictures you're taking and using for all your marketing now can be easily integrated into a tour, but you can also do horizontal panoramas, you do vertical panoramas, you do full 360-degree views. All of this done using a regular old digital camera. So whatever you're taking your regular digital photos with currently will more than suffice in creating any of these. You can also include documents. So anything you got in print, floor plans, flat maps, site plans can be scanned in, and you can use what's called a hotspot, that big red bullseye to help translate information. Or another great way to use that function might be to show off something of additional value or benefit. I lost my document. So let's say in this one where maybe the view from the balcony is important. You can show that off as well. This is still a fully branded tour, as I've mentioned, so your agent contact information is repeated here, and the end user from here can not only email you directly, but they can also text message directly to your mobile phone. But this with us is where it starts to get cool and interesting. I know y'all would wonder when this is going to get cool and interesting. I got no cool battery information. How cool was that guy, right?
Now you know where to get your battery.
Now I know where to get my batteries. I actually have a battery plus store right around the corner from where
Because your teachers haven't do a science presentation. She was good.
She was good. Inventory. When we talk understand, guys, inventory with us doesn't necessarily confine or define one strictly by listings. Our business model permits you to create tours on anything. So as a result, my most prolific agents are going far more towards things that aren't just listings. Right? For instance, I've got a lot of agents who use listing presentation tours. Keller Williams provides a lot of great collateral material you can put into a very powerful online listing presentation. Or even tours for your buyers, buyer representation tours. Again, because you're not being charged on a per tour basis, you've got the capacity to compile more information for your stronger buyers. For instance, my sister came, I live in Matthews, North Carolina. My sister moved from New York, from Astoria, Queens, to move closer to me. So I had the agent that she was working with. I'm no longer an agent. I had the agent that she was working with, who happened to be a visual tour agent. As they were previewing properties, sent her a tour of everything they previewed. So it was one tour of maybe 7 houses that they previewed for her, and said it was easier for her to make a decision without going in a bunch of different places to look at that information. Shopping in an area, the schools in a district, restaurants in town, local points of history and interest, I mean, you name it. These fields are customizable. You can have them read whatever you'd like them to read. So when an end user clicks on them, they're automatically taken to a separate inventory page. You don't have to think. Guys, who likes not thinking? You don't have to, right? Already done for you, already delineated as you deem fit. Automatically content is built. Automatically a flyer is generated for you from the information. You don't have to think about it. Guys, who like this? Already fully branded, your contact information, company logo, QR code on each and every single tour can be printed out directly from here. Automatically, again, content built in a mortgage calculator based on the property's price is included, as well as local school and weather information. Already included. You don't have to think about any of this. You can add links. For instance, if we knew of anyone who might be a, I don't know, insurance company that maybe wanted to add that information here. I know we don't know what Rick does. You could add additional links. You can add additional documentation. Right now, there's about 150 different selections of background music. You're bound to find something suiting the mood you're looking at creating. And the end user, while they're viewing the tour, while they're viewing the tour, if they don't like the music you pick, they come here and shut it off, or listen to whatever they would rather listen to while they view the tour for themselves. Isn't that great? You can also voice over on every scene.
You can record voice on every scene. It's played automatically.
So you can say more than what's written. If you don't depend on the people who write. I got a lot of agents that say, wow, that's awesome. Is there any way it didn't have to be my voice?
Yeah.
We got a great text-to-speech function where you can just type in what you want spoken, and it'll repeat out what you said here. You want my voice? I try that. You got a number of different options regarding that. Pretty cool? Hear what I'm saying, though, guys? This means you can do tours on anything. It doesn't just have to be listings. You can create your own online internet commercial, which you can say whatever you wish to whomever you wish. Technically, usually it's the newer agents or the agents that are more buyer's agents who say, well, I don't take listings, or I don't have many listings, I don't have any listings. You know, why would I bother with this? Well, this is a brand new agent. Her name is Nikki. Nikki was a brand new agent when she started working with us, and she wanted to get her name out, right? She wanted to very quickly establish herself, her branding, as being the neighborhood realtor, the community broker. So how she used this to accomplish that, I thought was genius. She went out to the neighborhood, to the community, offering a quid pro quo to some local businesses in her marketplace, wherein she'd say, business, I'm going to give you a free visual tour of your establishment and services. So she'd create these tours for these local business entities, and in turn, that business would put it on their website. So this tour, for instance, of the neighbor market resides on their website. Good idea? So it's still fully branded with Miss Nikki White's information. Good idea, guys? Yeah. I'm saying don't be that theoretical agent. Don't be the, well, here's another house for sale. Right? There's too many opportunities out there to market more than just your listing. Again, once a tour is created, it sends an additional chain reaction. So automatically as well, we provide an IDX compliant and unbranded version of the same tour. You just copy that link and paste it in your MLS. Automatically, though, we take your fully branded tour. So the one that's got all your branded information, we take that and we syndicate for you with no additional charge. The Yahoo, Zillow, Google homepage, so it's truly MSN, I come from direct host. Smart Save, Google Overstock, around 3 dozen sites. Guys, this exposure important. Whatever. So, visual tour auto syndicates your name, your brand, your flag, your link to more places and spaces online than anybody else in this industry, bar none. If you're familiar with where KWLS goes, figure about 1.5 times that. Okay, so it will add to the power of what you're already doing. It doesn't replace, it adds to what you're already doing with your marketing. Automatically, at no additional charge, that's done for you. Automatically as well, the software converts it, changes it from its initial file format to an additional video file and syndicates to your YouTube account. Everyone here does have their own individual YouTube account, yes?
Yes.
Every agent, every agent, every agent, every agent, every agent? Outstanding. Yes, ma'am, sure you do. If you do not, we have a concierge department. This is where we've found, guys, that's been kind of the soft point of Visual Tour over the past decade that I've worked with. Yes, we would come in, give you all of this, say, it's wonderful here, and wait for you to call us if you had an issue. No longer is that the case. Now, within 72 hours of you signing on with us, we call you. Okay? We call to try and schedule a training with you to conduct essentially a needs assessment. So if you do not have a YouTube channel, you want when you're working with us, we'll do it for you. You ever remember?
What is that?
$99.95. Not for an additional 29 cents. Yeah.
Included.
Additional 25 cents. Well, if you don't have a Facebook business page, you want when you're working with us, we will hold your hand. Facebook business page. Somebody told you years ago, hey, you want to be on LinkedIn. And you said, yeah, that sounds great. And you never managed to make it there. We will help you get there and line up your first set of endorsements through LinkedIn. Pretty cool. Automatically convert that tour from its initial file format to a video file, syndicate to your YouTube account. QR codes are done. Mobile media, this is awesome. Anybody use your mobile phone as your primary camera? Right? These phones are getting cooler and cooler now to the point where we won't need much else but like a thumb drive or something. So we have taken that, and our software, I'm going to show you the software in a minute, but the mobile platform of the software is as robust as the actual Windows-based software. It can do, from your phone, everything you can do from the actual Windows-based software, and it's designed for one-handed functionality left or right. How cool is that? No? Nobody geeked out about that? Can I tell you, we keep them, our development team is in Knoxville, Tennessee, and we keep them locked up in a bunker. I mean, it really looks like a bunker. It's got the little panel window and everything in Knoxville. And the developer, Wade, came out and told us this, and he was so excited. It was just unbelievable. Also, text. We got a lead capture system. Additional, no, free. Mobile lead capture. Buyers driving by, it's 1003 to 8596. Okay? Immediately to their, what do you get? In two different places, man.
It was a text with you?
You get two different places, an email and in your Visual Tour account, that lead, their number, the property in which they're requesting information about, and the time that it came in. Usually it occurs on your side in about 30 to 45 seconds. On the buyer side, it's about 15 seconds. Pretty cool?
Yeah.
No additional charge for that setup.
And you create this with just regular pictures, or they?
Great question. Here's the software. Okay. All right. You guys all take digital photos now, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the vast majority of what we're talking about, they're your regular digital stills. So let's say that were your image. You bring that image into the software, double click on it, and the software will animate it for you, give you kind of the illusion of motion with like a pan-zoom sort of effect. Please excuse my computer phone. Real slow. I don't know if you noticed, I got like 1 million screens open. My computer's ticking. But you've got 100% control of this. And again, you have the same exact functionality, which I think is just mind-blowing, on your mobile phone or on your iPad or your iPhone, right?
So you can do pan or zoom.
You can choose how it pans or zooms. Absolutely.
How about the concierge service? Is that like ongoing, or is that one time?
Remember, as long
You
as
can call us
you
many times as you want.
as long as you I mean, you can call. Even if you're not, you can call. We just won't talk to you about Visual Tour. We'll talk about anything else.
It's called rental.
But I would say you got that nice big front yard or backyard living room. You want to be one of those panoramics, right? instead of just taking the one shot as you ordinarily would, right? You stand in one spot from left moving right with your regular digital camera. With your regular digital camera on its standard settings. So nothing fancy. You just stand in one spot from left moving right. So you're going to stand still. I swear that's the hardest part for most of my ancient friends. And from left moving right with your regular digital camera, you just take the subsequent shots. Click, 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 across one axis, right? To capture as much or as little as you want to show off. So you're going to end up with some images that kind of resemble these, right? Click, click, click. Can you guys see these all right?
Yes.
And I want you to know between one shot and the next is about a 20 to 40% overlap. About 20 to 40%. Pretty liberal. Okay? Feel free to take as many as you want. Turns out you're not going to run out of film these days. Click, click, click. Go ahead and select the images that relate to that scene. Hold down either the Shift or Control key as you then tap on each image. And again, my computer's running crazy slow today. So it's going to mock me. Yeah.
Do you see anything?
No. Now I'm holding down the Shift key. I can't walk and chew bubblegum even though. Let's see if I can.
Oh, sure.
You hold the Shift key if I sing and dance. Can I tell you that's the best offer I've had?
I'm so sorry.
Oh my.
It shouldn't stop it. It's fine.
It doesn't like that at all. That's what I get for it. See, what happened was the company, they send me a computer, but I break the company computers because they're not mine. So the company, whenever they send me another computer, they make sure to send it older than the last one they sent, just to kind of teach me a lesson. So the last one was like this big, and the lid on it was, so I said, you know what, just keep the company computer, I'll use mine. I selected the image. Let's go ahead and click on Create Panoramic. That's go out, right? Create Panoramic. Give it a title, something creative, maybe like living room. And I can't type. It's just a rough day for me today. Click on OK. Click on OK, and then the stitching software opens automatically. You don't have to think about what comes next as it walks you progressively through each step. And you'll see it's not perfectly aligned. So when you're taking the photos, you don't need a tripod or a monopod. It's designed to work without. Or even though the lighting is off in each of the shots. You don't need to fix any of this. When you get here, just come down here to the next button and click on next. I know, and even as slow as my computer's running today, it's still moving pretty decent on this side. Within moments, it'll actually find all the common points of registration, level out all your lighting for you, and make you look like pretty wicked, huh? I know.
Can you make it so much better?
And so you don't need to take videos. You
No,
just
ma'am.
take-
This will run a video time and quality. You just won't see spinning fan blades or the house settling.
Just don't move your feet. That is a hard.
Click on fan, yeah, click on fan.
Does it?
Takes a while with me, man.
Does it show videos? Can you put it in?
Not yet. Not yet. Currently, the technology that runs Java and Flash, with which the tours are in video, they're two different technologies and they clash, and they make it really slow. I've seen video in Java Mix, and it takes forever for it to load. We are one of the fastest loading tours, which is a good thing. You don't want your buyers, as they're clicking through this stuff, to get frustrated and go elsewhere.
What about the videos you have at the beginning?
That's not video, it's those images, pictures. So, now, even though you use 3 images, it's become one of the unlimited scenes per tour. You want to move it, just click and drag to move it around. That's it. Guys, from that point, your job is done. From that point, you pick up the ball, and the tour has already been created for you. It's already been branded. You already syndicated the fully branded version. Again, the Auxiliary Google page is truly Google overstocking around the 3 dozen sites. We've already converted the tour from its initial file format with additional video file and sync it to your YouTube account. You have your own Facebook business. It's already been synced there. You have your own website. We've already synced it there. So from one space, place, and plane, truly, all of your internet marketing is done. Do you like that?
Yes.
Yes.
The greater benefit is still the fact that it doesn't just have to be a listing. This is an agent, a buyer's agent in DC area that what even does is after her buyers have closed, right? After her buyers have closed, after they've moved in to the new home, right? Eva goes and she's every buyer she works with a free visual tour of their brand new home and its contents. Please, somebody tell me why this is genius.
Insurance.
We know, first of all, we know this buyer's going to share their home buying experience with their family and friends, right? Right? We know they're going to, so why not, Eva's idea is, if they're going to share it anyway, why shouldn't I be branded on it? Why shouldn't they, I don't want my buyers forgetting who helped them buy the house, right? Why shouldn't I be branded on it? So when they share it with their family and friends, they're sharing Eva as well. Good idea?
Right.
Don't say that it's going to be the traditional thinking. There's too many of those out there already. We have the room anymore to get away with it. So in a nutshell, it's fast. Average tour from beginning to end take you less than 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes to create and have running live online. And we track it all for you. Not only how many times the tour was viewed, but also from where that view has originated.
Expired in 5 minutes.
It's the end of it.
That made me very nervous.
You got 3 minutes.
Got 3 minutes! Whoa!
Big sister's watching.
Indeed. Indeed. All right. Not only where, how many times it was viewed, but also from where that view has originated. Let's be honest, guys. If we're not telling our sellers what it is we're doing for them, what do they think we're doing? Nothing. We document justifying evidence value in every stage. So again, it's fast. Average tour beginning to end will take you less than 30 minutes to create and have running live online. It's easy to learn. Again, inexpensive. $29.95 monthly is for everything I showed you. There is no a la carte. Everything is included. That includes the concierge program.
How much is
There is no term commitment, no contract. There is a one-time minimal startup fee. Find though you are backed by the largest and most established tour company in North America. Any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns? I got that one. Any others?
Yeah.
What was the amount?
It hasn't told us.
Isn't it a good idea when you're going to a listing to talk about this and go ahead and take a picture of all of their house, put it together, and
I was an agent. I love that. I was an agent in South Florida in a very hot market where people didn't think they needed agents. You guys remember that market?
yeah,
Right.
I got one of those.
Sure, sure. It's a great concept to be able to show a seller what you're able to do right then and there. So yeah, you could build a tour right then and there through the software, or again through your phone. And we've got this preview web tour button, so you don't have to send it online, and you can show the seller what their tour is going to look like for them without going online. Great, great. Thank you. Any other questions, comments, thoughts, concerns?
What's the initial investment?
You said that your distribution is 1.5 times that of California.
About 1.5 times.
I have a hard time believing.
Well,
Because
there's a lot of living.
California's telling me we're everywhere.
Yeah.
So 1.5 times everywhere is a lot.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere in part of ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of little itty bitty sites also that have contracts with the bigger sites that have contracts with medium sites. So all told, when we've tracked, it goes a lot of places. I can't even quote the number because we only have direct contracts with probably about 50.
So startup fee.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
say
There's a
that
startup
already?
fee. Any other questions?
How much?
Oh, are we there? Is that how we're going to go down to Greenville? That's how we just care about the money. Goodness gracious. Find it online. It's $199.95. I'm not going to negotiate with a room full of realtors. I'm just waiving the startup fee today. I'm waiving the startup fee for the presentation. It's $0. It's not $199.95. It's $0. That's less, right? I know, right? I'm awesome.
You really are.
It is nothing.
Well, you'll pay your first month, $29.95.
Nothing.
But I'm not charging the startup fee. I need a bigger footprint in Greenville. Tell you the truth, I need a bigger footprint on the East Coast. Okay, then if I gotta give it away to make you guys use it, I'm gonna give it away.
Just about the size of it.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is I have a bigger footprint in Havelock, New Bern, down that way than I do here, which to me is insane. Triangle, Triad, we rock. Just this area, this little weird sliver between like here and Goldsboro. I got, well, no, that's not true. All of Woodson uses it. But yeah, I need more. So is that fair?
Yeah. Yeah.
Call me tomorrow. It's going to be $199.95 or whatever. But always start. You got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You cancel anytime you wish. Cancel anytime you please. But should you choose to cancel inside your first 30 days, we'll refund you even your $29.95. I will give you your $29.95 back if for any reason you wish to cancel inside your first 30 days. Pretty cool. Guys, I shared with you today very quickly about a dozen different marketing ideas. Who could see using one or two of these to do more for your customers and clients? Just show hands. Just keep them up for me.
That's mine. I already have it.
You already had one. You can still see the music. You guys are
I just have no idea. I don't think I should.
So is there any chance that this concierge could come in?
No. But we are located in beautiful Pompano Beach, Florida, and it is not unusual for agents when they come visit Florida to actually come in and get training live and direct. We're not going to pay for the tickets, but we will help you if you want to go to Pompano Beach, Florida.
Now, this new concierge stuff, that isn't it.
That
Y'all
is
didn't
new.
have that.
We did not have that a couple of years ago. We
That's
just
cheap.
started.
I need to call.
You know, I'll take a look at your account if you want. And I'll call them for you if you give me your card.
Okay. I
I'll
gotta
call
find
them for you.
But I think, I mean, I don't use it as much as like I should, but I do use it for all the tours, and I do that along with you too. So I do that.
I do need these back before I leave, so you're gonna strike the $199.95, strike the $199.95, so where it says total initial charge, that'll just be $29.95. I'm so sorry. $29.95. Any other questions, comments, thoughts, concerns before I say anything?
So this is something we put on our computer.
You can put it on your, I'm sorry, please, there are 3 different ways to create tours with us. One is the Windows-based version that I showed you. 2 would be the mobile app, which is the tablet or your phone. So it doesn't necessarily have to go on your computer. And 3 would be your online account. You can also create tours from your online account. So it doesn't necessarily have to be installed anywhere. Any other questions?
Of course.
I do. They gave me a few just in case anyone ever doubted my credibility.
But if you're creating the tour, you have to have the pictures either like on your phone or your computer.
That's correct.
So you can log into your online account and then pull the pictures from your Dropbox or whatever.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. But it doesn't need to be transferred anywhere else. You can move it directly from your phone.
To the tour. Okay.
Any other questions? Cool. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for your time today. I realize your time is valuable. It's my goal never to waste.
You did a good job.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna zip through our numbers real quick and then we'll get to that because I know that I had a lot going on today. But it was just so much good information that I just wanted y'all to keep. Thank you. So, like I said, I'm just gonna zip through numbers and Caroline. So, just I know you usually have a little blurb. Okay, quick one. The best way to predict the future is to create it. It's Abraham Lincoln. That's done. Reminders. We're doing masterminds every Monday at 12. Next week's session is we're going to mastermind about overcoming the 6 misunderstandings. That's the first part of the book. Remember, if you have anything remaining in the old building, it needs to be removed. And new agents, Susan Broughton will be here on Friday at 1:30 to assist with getting you acquainted with Edge and other technology. If you are able to attend, please let Lisa know. I think she either sent something out or she getting ready to send us. She sent it out this morning. We did get her on the calendar. So if you are able to attend, let Lisa know. And she's really, really helpful and good. And once we know if there are any additional spaces open after the new agents are signed up, if there's anybody else who wants to come in and get it, definitely make sure that you go ahead and do that. Webinars, these are the webinars. Win with Buyers, step 1 is today. And Mega Camp Technology highlights for agents is Thursday at 3 o'clock. So, Alan, do you have anything for Tech Tuesday today?
Be here at 1:30 if anybody got anything they want to address.
Enough. Okay, listings taken, 22, 3,106,780. Contracts written, 16 at 1,886,400. And closed volume, we had 7 at 1,193,000. Let's look at these real quick. Closings, month to date. Jesse's had 1, Fortis had 1, Belinda's had 2, Hardy Brock has had 1, Lori 1, Nancy 2, Heather 1, and Sandra 1. Listed month to date, Hardy Brock with 4, Bowen with 1, Belinda with 1, Dan with 1, Lori with 1, Ann with 2, Dee with 3, Linda with 1, Ford with 1, Georgie with 6, and I think that's probably yours that they're getting in as they get in. So Georgie will have more coming down the pipe, and Nancy with 1. Let's see. All right, new listings and contracts written. Let's pop out. And look at these. We got a lot of these because Georgia, all those new ones that Georgia had. Plus, we've got 2 weeks worth. So we'll zip through real quick. Let's look at what y'all have. Who is this? This is one of Georgie's. Georgie, what you want to tell us about this one?
This is one of our rental properties that have been handled for a few years, and it's got fresh paint, new carpets. We're not going to put a tenant in it. We've listed it for sale, $65,000. Welcome to Williamston.
Okay, Charles Street. This is Hardy Brock.
That is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, little aluminum siding, new roof, redone kitchen, redone floors, cute. I mean, this house is just a showpiece. That's a studio, but the owners are artists, and it could be a family room. They use it for a studio. A lot of built-ins, just neat features. Really, that's a really cool sink in the back. Just a neat house. I mean, if you got a buyer that wants character, that's it. The landscaping is beautiful. You got a zen garden outside, vegetable garden. Just a cool place. And the due tax value is $80,321, which I'm going to change after the meeting.
And I'm not trying to not give people good solid time. I'm just trying to get y'all out of here. Okay, this one's you too, Alan,
It is. That's on Boyd Street in Grimesland. Well kept. 3 beds. Is it 1 bath? I don't remember this one. That would. Oh, sorry. I was gone when they listed it. Yeah, 3 beds, 1 bath. Yeah, 1,194 square feet. 70,000. Great house for money. Right there in Grimesland.
New Circle Drive. This is Cord. Anybody got any info on it? We'll zip through the pictures real quick. Check it out. I don't know. I don't have any information on it. It is in Aiden. All right. Dayton Mill Road in Bethel. This is
Linda's.
It is. It is. Does anybody know anything?
I don't, other than it was rented for less than a year, and then they decided to put it on the market. Gotcha.
Car.
135.
Ralph Taylor Road. This is Georgie's as well. One of Georgie's.
Yes, this is a well-built home in Woodland Acres in Williamston. Hardwood floors in some of the rooms, carpet over hardwood floors in some room, new carpet. As you can see, they like color. They have built a brand new home out in the country on 4 acres, but this is on a nice corner lot in Woodland Acres. And ceramic tile in the bathrooms, 2-car carport, but it's also got a 2-car garage. Or see the doors right there? Really nice garage. Let's see what, Nancy and I are going to do an open house in a couple of weeks, and this one will be on tour.
Murray Court. This is part of that too.
It's got, we do that? Okay. It's got 1,670 square feet. It's been on the market before, but we priced it much better than it was on the market before. Anyway, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's at the end of the cul-de-sac. It's a cute house. A cute house.
What size of kitchen is it?
Five floors.
Yeah.
Do you want to frame it? All right. And Barber Road. This is Georgie's.
Okay, this is a double wide, but it's been completely redone on the inside. It's got new kitchen cabinets, new countertops, all new flooring. It's like a brand new home on the inside. The acreage, I believe, is close to 3 acres out in the country. So if somebody likes country living, this is it. There's 2-car carport in the back, and brand new central heat and air. But it's immaculate inside. I mean, these people don't even look like they live there. It's so clean and neat.
All right. And this is a lot that Dee got in Brunswick.
I'm going to say something about that.
Okay.
There's no photo. I don't know what the listed date is, but y'all don't forget your photos because you're going to get fined. I know a lot of you have been. And just make sure you don't get fined getting them there.
She these may be brand new.
Even a lot. Oh, I know. I'm not. It just occurred to me to tell you people that.
Yeah, that's the one.
So at least just now.
Yeah.
They'll give you a few days to get it in there once you get the fine letter. But
See, I don't know if it's big ID.
These are
DDs. So I don't know. She's just not gotten the pictures taken yet. So, all right. And we need to go look at those again later. We can. And this is Academy Street. This is Georgie.
Okay, this home has 3 apartments in it. It's almost 4,000 square feet on this property. Where 2 of the downstairs apartments are occupied. It's got about a $1,250 a month income producing property here. It's about a half an acre. It's also on the corner lot. It's in Robertsonville.
So the 2 downstairs are currently rented?
Yes, and the top one is vacant. This property everybody has their own meter and water meter also.
All right, and then last one, this one is Georgie as well. You are the star of the show today.
This one is in, okay, I didn't have all my pictures on the same computer, so, but anyway, I've added them. This property is a whole block in Williamston. It borders 64 alternate, it borders McCaskey Road, it also borders West Main Street in Williamston. And it's got the potential of having $4,000 a month rental income. This house right here has upstairs and downstairs apartment. Both went for $450 each. There's a building next to it, and the insurance agency's been there for about 20 years. He pays about $500 a month on that. There's a billboard that is over right here in the corner that is closer to Highway 64, and it's not being rented at this time, but you can get that billboard for $3,000 and then pay a monthly fee on that. Plus, we used to have a business, a double-wide sales business that paid $1,000 a month right there in the middle, which the driveway comes off McCaskey Road. I'm telling y'all this like y'all know Williamston. I know Nancy knows about it.
What was the acreage? What was the acreage on that?
It's about 3 acres.
And can it be subdivided either?
You probably could if you want that as a half on 64. Let's see, got it 2.8 acres.
All right.
Can I tell a price reduction?
Sure.
My house, 1509 East Fifth Street, has been reduced by $10,000. It's now $265,000. So keep it in mind and bring it on.
Don't just keep it in mind. Bring it on. Contracts written. Who's got them? Sybil. Hey.
Thank you to Glenda for getting me through this, but I have one for it's 1015, and it's at 3048 North Ridge Drive in Farmville.
Oh, the plastic one.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't
That's
know.
okay.
I've never done this.
Tell me
before.
the address again. That's okay.
The address is 3048 North Ridge Drive.
Northridge, all one word or two?
And it's a HUD property that will be relisting hopefully by the end of November. So it will be a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, just about a little over half an acre. And we're renovating the whole house. So
Nice. Fabulous. Good. That kind of thing written for me today? All right. Tina had something.
Did she?
Tina sold something over on Farrell Drive, didn't she? One of, Tina about it. One of
Jesse.
Oh, somebody else.
It was Farrell Drive. It was in Cooper's Point, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was.
We'll let her. Yeah, and then, I've got, Royland's gonna announce this, I'm gonna let Karen speak for a second. I just wanna let you all know to get your competitive pants on, because starting October 1st, we're gonna have a little contest. That's right. I just want y'all to go ahead and start wrapping your minds around it, because it's coming. So, just think on that. Details to follow at our next team meeting. I just wanted to kind of pique your interest a little bit. Don't ask me for details yet, so I'm not getting them to you. Nobody gets it. Nobody gets it. A lot of them. There are still some things that are being ironed out. But yeah, so get excited, get ready, because this is going to take us through the fourth quarter. So, Karen, what you got for us real quick today?
All right, I just wanted to remind everybody, we do have a pre-approval process that I think we really do need to start using, and I'm planning to try to do this on every customer that we pre-qualify, offer them the opportunity not just to be pre-qualified, but to actually be pre-approved. I think it's going to help the retention rate if I get an opportunity to speak with them, and I can actually start the paperwork. Once we get into it, and we have the approval for them, and they've gone through a lot of the process up front. It's going to be very simple for them to finish and close quickly, because all that will be needed is inspections, appraisals. I think it'll make them feel comfortable as well before they start spending money on home inspections. They've been completely approved. So this process is something that Movement offers. We do the approvals up front, just like we do our normal approvals, within 24 hours. The documentation from the customer is very minimal, so I just wanted to, I'm going to send an email out with a little bit more details on it, but just wanted to kind of make you aware and remind you that that is something that we offer, and it really is a step above a pre-qualification. Thank you.
Awesome. And Royland is going to let you know about Habitat that's coming up, Habitat Lunch, and we got to sign up sheet.
Real quick, I know everybody's ready to go. Everybody should have gotten my email about the Habitat Lunch. I'm sorry for the confusion. It's not today. It is October 7th. They will deliver it. They've got to have a minimum of 10 lunches. They're $10 a piece. You're going to get your money to Lisa, and then Lisa's going to get me a check to take the Habitat that I've got to have by next Wednesday. I'm going to send around a sign-up sheet. It's a little primitive, sorry. I just need to know your name and how many plates you want. And that's all I need. So I'm going to go ahead and just send it around. So
What day?
October 7th. It's a Tuesday. Right after the meeting, they're going to deliver between 11 and 1. So we should get them hopefully either right after the meeting or right after the meeting. And if you've got somebody you want to, that wants to have a lunch, your spouse or a friend, whatever, and you think they might want a lunch too, that's fine. Bring them on, and I'll visit and have a good time. So, and it's a health benefit Habitat.